Gleaston Castle then. It's thought to have been built in the late 13th century by the Harringtons, the same ones who used to own Greenhouse Castle, and it's thought it was built because Aldingham Castle, which was over that way, I think the moat is still visible, was too near the sea, and there might have been erosion problems that brought them here. They lived here till 1457 when the heiress married into another family and moved out of the castle, and after that it sort of was left to fall into ruin, probably used some of the stone to use to build some of these farm buildings. It is now part of a private farm and business, so you can't go wandering around it without permission, which is a bit sad really, because it's still quite a substantial site. All four towers there's some remains of, and as you can see they're actually quite high, and inside, apart as well as the windows that you can see, you can apparently see some firesides. There's a public road here and a public footpath there, so we're going to wander around and see if we can get a few more better angles. Okay, there is a public footpath which runs past the farm on this side, so you can get a view of part of the curtain wall and the remains of another tower over that way, not quite as substantial, unfortunately. Okay, we're further up the road here, and you can see there is quite a stretch of curtain wall still remaining connecting that tower, which looks like the most substantial, to this one, which is perhaps the least substantial. And you can, I hope, perhaps Simon can zoom in here, and we can see the remains of some fireplaces in that tower. Really a pity that that you can't go for a closer look around. I'm sure people would pay £1 just to come in and have a closer look.
Well, hey, dog grooming is more important, I suppose.
Well, there is some evidence in the architecture that remains that it was repaired at some point, so it's thought that the castle was damaged during Robert the Bruce's raid down here after his victory at Bannockburn, and then repaired and built up again. But I think that's still in the realms of conjecture, but again, a lovely site, and yeah, certainly well worth preserving.